The work we're doing in the world of rescue can be challenging, especially in the tide of today's shifting culture. We want to dive into these difficult issues, like the ones we're talking about at this convention, but it's hard, especially if we don't feel prepared. Sometimes we have more questions than answers. And while we keep asking questions, or if we wait until we have all the answers, the world continues to change, and we risk being irrelevant. It's easy to want to go back to the way things were when we started out in rescue mission ministry. In John chapter 21, we're told of a time when Peter, thinking Christ's death was the end of his ministry, became discouraged. He had more questions than answers. He had more energy than expertise. And all of his past failures and missteps were weighing heavy on his heart. So Peter decided it was time to retreat and go back to fishing. Why? Because it was what he knew. It was comfortable. It was safe. But no sooner had Peter surrounded himself in the security of his boat when the resurrected Christ called to him from the shore. Jesus was calling Peter away from the comfort of what he knew. Jesus was calling Peter deeper. Leaping from the boat, Peter swam toward Jesus and was both restored to fellowship and renewed in his desire to serve and preach the gospel of the risen Lord. Life was going to be different, and whether he was ready for it or not, Peter's whole world changed when he dove into what Jesus was calling him to do. Like Peter, the time comes when we need to dive in, whether we feel prepared or not.
Ramblers in the wilderness, yeah, we can't find what we need. We get a little restless from the search and get a little worn down in between.
But the good news is that we're not alone in this work. In His wisdom, God has given us others within the body of Christ, fellow laborers, who are there to support us and to encourage us as we face the deep-end challenges of ministry. Life in the deep end is best when we're not the only ones. When we realize that we're not alone, we gain the strength and courage we need to take on the deep issues of rescue work and to dive in.